Now, we have lost some pretty big names in the entertainment world this year, haven't we? Just when we thought enough is enough, the sad news broke that one of our biggest comedy stars had passed away. Comedian, writer and BAFTA-winning actress Caroline Aherne lost her battle with lung cancer in July. Please welcome Ricky Tomlinson.
Hi.
Ricky, we're all filling up watching that. How does that make you feel?
Oh, it's awful, awful. I didn't know she died, and I got a phone call. And it was a journalist, and he said, what do you think about Caroline? I said, oh, she's brilliant, Mary. What's, you know? They said, no, she's died. And I didn't have a clue. And I went quiet for a couple of seconds, and then she just told me like she'd passed away, and that was awful, terrible.
Did you not know she was ill?
No, she never told us. She never complained. She was just what she was all the time. She was, I mean, everyone says nice things about people who die and all like that. She was amazing. Absolutely. You go to work, fabulous dressing room, flowers, sweets, the newspapers, the television.
Lottery ticket.
Every week.
Yeah.
So
every Friday we got a lottery ticket.
And she looked after the crew as well.
The same.
So many people forget that the crew are how a whole show comes together, and a lot of people forget that.
On the Friday night, she'd have like decorators' tables in the hall, and I used to drink. I don't drink at all now, but in them I used to drink mild beer. So she'd have half a dozen cans of mild beer, wine for the lads, lager for the lads, and the odd bottle of champagne for the Suja. But that was every week, and it was just nothing was too much trouble for her.
I only ever met her once, but I remember when I did meet her, I felt like I'd known her all my life. She had that thing, that persona on screen where you felt like you knew her, so I was so sad when she died, but God knows what it was like for you.
Oh,
I mean, when you came off that phone call...
Terrible.
What, was Rita there, your wife? Was she around?
No, well, I was just in the living room on my own, but I knew I wouldn't be able to handle a funeral.
Right.
No,
yeah.
but Sue Johnson was there and Susie Mathis next to me, because I'm a bit of a blubber.
Yeah.
You know, children and stuff like that, I've got no I can't help myself. I just broke down.
Yeah.
But Sue Johnson was there, so that was quite sad.
I mean, obviously, there's been talk about would you ever do a Christmas special or any kind of special. Is that something you'd even entertain without Caroline?
No, I wouldn't entertain it, but that's what I would say. You couldn't do that. It's like sailing the ship without the captain, isn't it? So no, what she done was amazing, the tears, and it belongs to her and Craig. And like watching them two, it was unbelievable. That was more of a show than the royal family.
Yeah.
They were so funny together. It was unbelievable.
And you said she was very generous. She would give you all the great lines.
I got all the laugh lines.
Yeah.
I got all the lines, you know. But I mean, obviously, but like there was stuff that like people have never seen, which to me tickled me. Well, in the business, if you can't say a line for laughing, it's called corpsing. Yeah. And Craig, who plays Dave, he holds the record, 14 takes for one word.
No.
For one word.
No way.
And then he'd go, whoa.
What was the word?
I don't know.
You never got it out. Never got it out. Was Caroline laughing with him? Was Caroline laughing too?
I had a bad time over Helen Mirren, because his line to me, oh, she doesn't mind flipping them out. And he only had to say to me, she doesn't, I like, oh. But the funniest for me was when we were doing Mambo No. 5, and we're scraping the wallpaper, and she'd just written, we're going to play Mambo No. 5, do a bit of business. So we just made that dance up.
That's one of my favourite scenes ever.
Well, while we're doing it, Twiggy, his trousers fell off. And he had old-fashioned Y fronts on. I didn't think they still made them. But his passion was sailing. He had a 26-foot sailing boat with sail, and I just thought it was one of the sails. And but he was lovely. It was a great, great job, and I loved it.
We get some pretty fabulous guests here on Loose Women. There's plenty more where that came from. Just click here to watch more interviews with a whole range of famous faces. And click here to subscribe. It's free, so you'd be silly not to, really.